Hey everybody, Rich Lovell with the Vacaville Baseball Barn, and today this is actually a recover of something I've done in before, and it's about bat drag. It's that big of an issue, and we're seeing it more and more across the country now. So I've gone over a couple of different drills. One of the biggest things for me was always telling the kid to keep the bat against the shoulder, hands slightly behind the shoulder, equal to the top of the armpit or just the top part of the shoulder. This is where the big leaguers, it doesn't matter where they hold their hands, but this is where they all get into the same position at launch, okay? So that's one, keeping the bat against the shoulder here. The important thing is if they have their elbow here, not for them to slot their elbow early, because then they get out in front of their body, it drops the barrel head, and then their elbow's leading the knob of the bat, creating bat drag, not bat lag. So bat drag is a terrible thing. It increases length of the swing, it gets their hands down here, and two things happen. They either swing up, pop up a lot of balls, or as they're coming in, their body automatically overreacts and they swing over the top of the ball, creating a lot of ground balls. The other way is bringing the bat in on the shoulder, almost up against the neck, depending on the kid, sometimes right up against the neck, and we want to create a sawing action here. Same thing. We want to try to leave as much of the lower body out as possible. We get the bat against the neck and we just tell them to turn their shoulders, keeping the same distance between the elbows. All right? So all I'm going to do is turn my shoulders. Notice where my bat is, notice where my bat knob is, and notice where my elbow is. I've gotten into my approach position, and then I just go right into contact. Now I can do this without my lower body. I just can't finish out real well without kind of twisting everything out of control. Now for the kid that can't really keep the lower body out, grab a bucket or a chair. We call this a chair drill, but I think I'm going to call mine the bucket drill. Sit them down. Put them against a plate. You can either have a swing away here, you could have a tee here, you could even do soft toss. So at this point, I'm going to point their knees in their midsection, kind of down the first base line, or maybe between first base and the first base dugout, depending on how far down it is. Same thing. I square my chest to the plate. I get my head level to the pitcher. I've got my bat, grip proper of course. My bat, my hands are going to be about the level of the shoulder, just slightly behind, and all I'm going to do is tell them to turn their shoulders, keeping the same distance of their elbows apart, turn, contact, and there. Notice, if they continue swinging like this, they're basically just going to go right off the bucket. So tell them stay on the bucket, all right? And that's all they've got to do. Again, I'm here, I can just tell them to tilt that shoulder down, start my swing, and everything looks good. That's all I've got to do. You can do this over and over and over. Dry swing, off a tee, off the swing away, even some short toss once they get proficient at it. If you have any other questions, visit us at VV Baseball Barn and check out the rest of our videos.